the judge, man, he's gonna really tell you. First of all, man, my hand, you done made it this far. Mm-hmm. You done got past the lawyer. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. See, they stopped me at the lawyer. They put me up there at the judge. The judge, like, nigga, I'm not fucking with this nigga. You done lost your damn money. Right. Look, he's free to go. Man, well, come on, I'm gonna leave this man alone. That nigga get out my car. I already knew it. This is serious. He said, fine. He said, you give him a ticket? He says, fine. He says, tomorrow morning. Yeah, man, you send those things around, man. Make sure Michael get one. I'm making sure they all get one. I'm going down just a list. I'm letting everybody get one. I'm going down the list. I'm just why they before they show. Yup, I'm looking. I'm going down. I'm going down the list. Take your chest out now. Oh, I'm going to stay. You just want a battle, boy. You just want a battle. You ought to be so damn happy. So I don't want a battle. You just want a battle. You got your first victory. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. So I got another trip coming. Spirit said I win victories. I go. I feel good on the inside. Oh yeah, I feel good because I'm getting more. I can't lie. I definitely feel more confident in the words ability. It showed me, and it's not new. It has always showed me, but it showed me with higher demons. Now, like okay, look how the higher demons. You was dealing with these low demons. Now look how they can't even look at him. He really shut his mouth at you, really. Because he had the power to render justice. He could have overturned all this stuff and been the one to be the one to stand on the books and say, you know what? He stood for the Constitution. He stood for God's law, which is the right to travel, and been the one on the books to do a good thing. But he chose to opt out. His life here in hell is better. He ganked this world. He done lost his soul, and everybody sold out. So, like I said, if you sold out, regardless of what level you're on, you gotta look at it. I'm on a higher level than you. Bottom line. Damn, man. He said that gonna make you give. I get like $500,000 every year. Mm-hmm. I get 500 plus. Mm-hmm. $500,000 to be a judge? Shit, I'm gonna take on that. I'm gonna go to school to be a judge. Mm-hmm. That's what they did. And then you gotta look at it. They just spent their flesh to spend time doing that. Mm-hmm. So when they spent time doing that, it's sold out. Yeah. To this world. Mm-hmm. It's sold out. And I'm not gonna because I know they're gonna fight me because they was fighting me last night. They've been saying even with my slow connection. Here you go the fight right here. Here you go, slow connection. Even with my phone, it don't make a difference. I tried that. I said, and then with that I said, ain't this a blip? With the internet and everything. Our phone, the phone that we got, yeah, yeah. I'm using my other phone because I know it don't make no difference. Yeah, it wouldn't tap into her sister. Because here it is. I see I'm gonna have the hardest fight because, like I said, it know whether I don't know it. I'm coming to recognize. You know what? I am the good that's standing in your way, and you know that if you give me time, and just I'm gonna change minds. But just think about it. Make sure you say that the attorney didn't want to hear me. Tell him what was right. Yes. He told me I don't want to hear. He didn't want to hear me. He already know. He tried to blow me off on some, sovereign citizen, which I learned that there's no such thing as a sovereign citizen because that's a contradiction. How can you be a slave and a master? The citizen is a slave, and then the sovereign is the master. He's the king. So how can you be a king and a subject? I can explain it for him because we are. In a sense, your doggone your spirit is the king. The spirit is the king, and your flesh is the subject. Yeah, he was trying. Yeah, he told me that ain't gonna, that ain't gonna work. I said, what? Oh, they gonna make that just made me. Whatever doubts I had was in me was trying to entertain it. You just removed them all because it's like, oh, really? Oh, okay. So now that's why I gotta ask. That's why I said, you know what? Can I ask you a question? So you are, you're a lawyer. You're all lawyers here. He said, no, she's my paralegal. I said, well, it's something where she need to be right. Glad that she's here. I said, I'm glad you're here. You need to hear this. Maybe you can study into this. Shit. I said, and I went to my phone and I pulled it up and I laid it on him. I was like, man, look. You're supposed to uphold the Constitution. You took an oath upon the Bible, which is the sacred law of the land. And I said, so at that point, your Constitution says that y'all cannot make any rule or regulation or statute or legislation, whatever words y'all want to use, that can abrogate, which is to limit a right that the Constitution, and listen to the strong words, man. It said guarantees. So y'all supposed to be fighting for us, we the people. But when we started, he said, now I said, oh, but I get it now. You showing me. And now I understand this. I should have said, now I'm talking to myself, and I see the lawyer's, conflict of interest. You're here with Chief Gabriel, good God, your wonderful counselor. We went into court today. I told y'all last night, that we were, preparing ourselves. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, and it's the truth. And when you definitely have the Spirit of God, not only on the inside of you, but with you. See, my family's name is Emmanuel, meaning that God is with us. And we mean this literally. God is here in a prepared body. I'm not going to ever, step away from what is foundation. And there's no other foundation laid other than Jesus Christ, which he is now returned in his Father's name. We know him as Jehovah God Allah, who is the prime creator of life and death. And he's here. And he's been here. He's been here. Matter of fact, 18 years to this date, doing this in his awakened mind state. He came here as Moses to do what? To set the people at liberty. Wherever the Spirit of the Lord is, the Spirit is with us. So wherever the Spirit is, there is liberty. We're at liberty. We have the freedom of locomotion, the freedom of moving of our own will without being limited in the exercise of our inalienable right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. See, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not putting on no airs, no fronts. You may hear it come out of me fluently right here, right now, but I was ignorant. And that ignorance is just what it says in the law. Is no excuse. And that is how not only have I been played, but how you are being played. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, people. Do you know that legally, how they're viewing you? Don't take my word for it. Research, study to show your own self-approval, because salvation is personal. You won't really hear what I'm saying. And I'm letting y'all know up front, I know this already because I went through it, going through it. But I'm pressing for my blessing. I'm grateful that God has come into my life. But the word says he will keep those. Out of all those that were here, there had to be a falling away first, y'all. The words being fulfilled right in y'all hearing. There had to be a falling away, but the words say he'll keep those. He will personally keep those who want to be kept. I've left. I've walked away from my blessing. Imagine that. I have many times, but it would if it wasn't for the mercy, because that's what He created me to be, His mercy. If it wasn't for His mercy, that's my own self's love for me when I didn't love it, when I didn't love it. And I'm in that process. I'm learning to love myself. I feel victorious, and I'm grateful for self in its stand, because it made me stand, and it made me stand alone. We're the lonely God. You probably sent the post. You saw him address it and spoke on him, the lonely God. But I see that he does not do nothing that where we ain't gonna follow. We not gonna have that experience so that you will know for sure. As in the days of Noah, we are in those times. We have to know, and what your knowing will show. It will prove its way by way of your moves. So look, y'all, I'm not gonna be long before you, but I have something. I have a witness. The word says, by the blood of the Lamb. The Lamb is Jehovah God Allah, also known the prepared body that He came in. Kenneth Ray Mitchell. Y'all need to study that one. Y'all need to study that one. He's the one that I've been proclaiming. As y'all heard me on my language, I'm not hiding it. If I'm a fool, then I'm a fool for Christ. I'm a fool for Him. I'm breaking that hold of where I was a fool for you all. That wasn't getting me nowhere. And it didn't get you nowhere. So if I must play the fool, as Smokey say, and wherever there's smoke, there's fire, I've been smelling the smoke for the longest of time. And we are experiencing the fires of hell. I was witnessing another portion of hell, your court system. Your court system. Your so-called Justice Department. Jesus means justice, but there's no Jesus there. They swear to uphold the law, to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help them God. To uphold the Constitution. And yet today, I told you, I said, let's see if they do justice. See, justice is a do thing. Jesus, which means justice, He did a thing. He sacrificed Himself. Just as well as the prepared body of Kenneth Ray Mitchell. He sacrificed that life. Study it. I dare you. I double dare you. Study to see if he did not fulfill the book where it's written that deny yourself. He didn't take it for play, like we all did. Did you notice what I said? I said we all did. See, I'm not the perfect one, but yet the word gives us judgment. Me, us. It's just us in this. He done made his walk. I'm following after. It's just us in that sense. Out of everyone, and it's so prophetic. I would have never thought. I thought just us was all inclusive. But at this point, it's just us, literally. But it's the word. To let every word be established upon the witness, two or more, leaving the door open for y'all. But right now, it only requires two. And let that word be established. We established today. It's already we don't just act out Gabriel right here. And then we're back into, which we do step into the body, the flesh. We do dwell in the flesh sometimes. That's Charles Lowe. And that's when I'm in my low. And then, in a sense of acting otherwise. So are you. This is my Adam. That's my Adam, Charles Lowe. He's you. You are Father. He's the father of the fleshly perspective of things. All in him have died. Why? Because they subject themselves to the fleshly way, the worldly way, the satanic way of thinking, behaving, speaking, and conducting themselves. And we have all done it. So, because I have the ability, the power, it was given unto me, was revealed unto me as a reminder of what I was to do, to forgive you all, forgive myself. For you did not know. We did not know. And we did not know that we did not know. So that's a double whammy. So I'm speaking to you first. I forgive you. For I forgive you. Let's put a cap on it. I forgive you for acting out in ways that where you knew better, but you didn't, and yet you failed to do better because you opted out, and we ain't making no excuse. Chose that which give you instant gratification, because it's all no matter anybody that want to act like they ain't. No, just not a. We dealing with feelings. The spirit is a feeling. It comes upon us as a strong feeling to move us to move us. Can't be hearers of the word and not doers. Movers and doers, shakers and movers. That's on both sides. So I'm thankful. I'm grateful for the preparation of that body so that it could be that way, the way, so that it can be the light. In the midst of such great darkness, gross darkness are we existing in. We're not living. We are the dead. We are the fallen. All have fallen short of the glory of God. And the wages of that sin is death. And we've died spiritually, mentally, emotionally, politically, economically, culturally, and socially. We're dead in all these spheres of human activity. And it was purposed. It was purposed. Wasn't a sleep cast over Adam so that God could bring forth woe man. And I received a revelation, man. We're talking about things, man. We're talking about this quote, but all these things, they tie in, they connect. Just trust. Realizing that, God, we knew that the spirit, is genderless, meaning male or female. It's both, and it's both. Has to be. But yet, the Quran put it in this way. I think I said it before. The female is not like the male. And why? Because she has the womb. That is the producer or the creation of us, if you want to say it like that. It's that this is where these bodies get regenerated. She, as a vessel, matures much faster than the male vessel. The word has defined wisdom in the feminine tense as a her, as a she. But in the she and the her, we just use your eye. Let your eye be single here. Use your eye. See where I'm coming from, and all you're get an understanding. Lean not to your own understanding now. It's God speaking to you. So I mean that he know that a lot of you won't try to lean, even though he's speaking, using this vessel. This is wonderful counseling, not coming from myself, but from the source, Jah. This is his truth. This is his mouth. This is his words. I'm not my own. I'm learning to get out of my damn way. I'm learning to get out of Jah's way. It works better for everybody, but it works better for me, and I have to be the example. Because he made me, I'm seeing that I'm made a little different than you. So when that song came out, it was talking to me. I got to take it personal. I'm different. Y'all different too. Y'all different in your ways. I truly desire, I see this about myself. It's greater and it's greater. I thank God for blessing me with wanting to do his will. Greater than just the foolish thing. Thank you for helping, punishing me fast, whipping me fast. He said he chastises those whom he loves. I'm learning not to take that so personal. I'm learning to embrace, oh, thank you. You know what? Thank you. You know why? Because you're keeping me. That's one of your ways of keeping me. If they said he told me to look at how our relationship, how we keep our children, how much more greater is the spiritual father who is here, who took on a body, and how much greater is he in his loving administration and his parenting. We say he is children, but we can't accept chastisement. Only fools hate correction. And I gotta say, y'all, I gotta hold this over y'all, man. I love y'all. I love y'all. I really do. And cause it's not mine. It's not, when I say it's not mine, it's not, I don't know love. I gotta stick with the word. It said, I don't know love. But I love y'all with the love of God, man. And it's, I have done my part because it's my part to do. But I see that there's another nature that worketh in me. And it will of its own will, contrary to the will of God. I walk that. I got a chance to experience maybe what y'all experienced, what conscious, what I experienced before, what I was experiencing. It took me by. But I went by with consciousness, with awareness, you know. That's why I'm so grateful for getting my say, having my say in court. And they was trying to discourage me. The lawyer, right from out the gate, y'all. The lawyer, the person, the public defender. He's here. The public. Who is the public? If it would be we, the people. I'm supposed to be the people, representative of the people. They not I'm letting y'all know, please. Stand on your own. Don't trust. The word said. I'm telling you to stand on the word. That's what I had to do. That's why it just reminded me, said, don't you just say this. Say this. Say this. Don't put your faith in man. That's what, don't put your faith in man. And when you doubt God, you become double-minded and you become unstable in all of your ways. And that's why we're dealing with what we're dealing with, the curses. I mean, do you know that the lawyer, man, he got to discourage me in the way of me expressing my newly awakened consciousness that this document that's called Constitution actually supports the Bible, our basic instruction before leaving Earth. It protects our identity. But they done sold out. They done sold out, man. And I'm not saying this. I'm not bitter. I've experienced so much. I'm in a black skin. I've experienced the injustices already. It's just I've experienced them. But I have a compassion now because I understand that, man, we're not warring against flesh and blood, people. We ain't our own, man. I really synced with my own. I'm talking about when I went to court, I did 18 years. You would think, you would think I would have known this, right? That I know that I didn't know. That's how I know you don't know that you don't know. We some doubting Thomases like a motherfucker, man. But I'm bringing to you that which is concluded, and I'm what you hear in the background is you can get this. It's accessible. It's not hidden. What the access to the keys to the kingdom of heaven, basically. You know, I want y'all. You know what's blocking y'all though? Spirit talking to me. Because I need you, you know, I've been talking about it. I've been this brick. You need this brick. You need this key to unlock your rusty locks, people. You need this key right here. The key is the book, Help Me to Live Right, Volume 1. You need to get this in your life. Why? Because it's the fulfillment of the book. I told you we don't come to change the law or the prophets, but only to fulfill it, right? Notice what it says, help. It begins with that first word. If you're so spiritual, then you should be hearing the Spirit speaking to you. These words that word help should have burnt in your heart like fire. Why? Because the word, to those who are in their word, eating their word, partaking of their word, meditating on their word, doing the word. You may not be doing all of it, but you found the part you doing it. You're walking it by faith. But you're making your body move. You're making your body move on it. Guess what? The word going to eventually become you. And here what the fulfillment of the book in this. The word says, I'm a present help. A present help. In our time of trouble and in our time of great need. People, we are in trouble, man. Ooh, we in trouble. Yeah, Satan, I'm talking to you. Talking to us. Satan, you are in trouble. Ooh, you are in trouble. What you gonna do? You gonna put down your pitchfork? Oh, you got a pitchfork. We all got a pitchfork. Don't act like you don't. The devil on the left, the angel on the right. You gonna put down your pitchfork and pick up your blessing? You gonna come to the right side? You gonna stop? Because do you know that the word? Maybe you're not aware. The words, and you're not. He said that don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Why? Because all that's going to do is manipulate you with what it gained from over here on this side, because it don't got access to that until you get in it. So you the monkey in the middle. We the monkey in the middle. I'm a. If the shoe fit, then we you don't seek for me to acquit. Prepare yourself for the judgment. Receive the judgment of God. This is what has and was happening at court today. They trying to avert or avoid their judgment. They just delayed or delaying their judgment. They want more time to reap the things of this world. Because that's all they was doing here. They was robbing y'all blind. They robbing y'all blind, literally. And y'all, we just the sheep, man, that's going to slaughter. So I'm going to stand. I'm letting all I'm letting all authorities, all powers that be, all forces, all demonic agencies, allegiances. Look, y'all. The closest get the most. It's no freaking way. It's no discussion. I ain't going. Nothing. I'm not. There's no sellouts. And buying me out. You don't have it. You don't. What more can you give me when I'm next to God? What can y'all offer me? Really? What? If you had it, you would have. That's why I'm no, not interested at all. We going all the way. I don't care if the next court don't hear me. I'll be back all the way to the Supreme Court. I'm gonna get my say. God gonna have his say. But do y'all know though, y'all? Everybody that he talking, I feel it moving. Everybody, y'all better see. I'm a blessing here. Notice the name, Chief Gabriel, good God. I represent the goodness of God. There's one that represents the severity of God, the harshness of God, the hardness of God. You deny me, you resist me, you got to face him. My twin, my brother, my son. This is serious. He said, fine. He said, you give him a ticket? He says, fine. He says, y'all have to receive if y'all want to come higher. That's what the Spirit has been asking me, been speaking to you all by way of tongues. It's, y'all have to come higher in him, higher in your knowing. You got to be growing. If you want to go, you got to grow. Especially if you want to go. I mean, this man said, this lawyer basically tried to tell me that I'm not going to win for standing up for our rights. It's personal. It's bigger because I'm not my own. I represent the people. It'll be a victory for all of us, and we need a victory. And God assured us victory. And I'm going to stand on this. They're dealing with a David. Thank you. I'm fighting a Goliath right here, right now. I'm fighting a giant. Because it's too big for you. You thought it was a giant. So, y'all... Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. The Spirit then called David forward to slay the Goliath. The Goliath. And I have went to the books I've been in the books, but I really don't. And I had a few stones in my hand that I was gonna hit him against the head, but the Spirit just was like let me know that one. I'm. That's why I told them in 19. I think it was 1983 or 84, where they declared the year of the Bible, and that's continuous. So they honor or venerate, place it in the high, it's bigger than honor. They venerate. That's why they swear upon it. An oath, which is binding. They bind a oath to execute God's will for the different elected offices and the different branches of government that we, the people, elected to be our servants, to serve it, to do God's will, to be the manifestation of God's will, protecting us. I mean, this is what they play out because the Spirit just gave me a revelation. See, I say good in the spiritual realm. We say good orderly directions, and they have to receive good orderly directions. We're talking about government, ordinance and making their ordinances, or governments, organizations, and departments. That's God in their worldly system. But they got to be ruled by they're headless right now, man. They're headless. I'm glad for Jah to be here because they need direction. They need good orderly direction. And he making me speak of myself, I see in that. I see why there's a scripture that he tells, he quotes a lot. Where my name, he gave me my identity of the wonderful counselor, but it goes it just hit me. See, look, the Almighty God, the Prince of Peace, the everlasting Father, it's the Spirit. I'm grateful, but I know I'm not falling into no trap with my ego. I know that it's the Spirit. I can't do those things of myself. I can't do those things, but there's something in my DNA that when I get the fuck out my own way, when I get out of my own way, that type of stuff happens. That's what will happen. This is what I'm here to show and display to you all. This is why it's a clearing. I'm clearing myself of these demonic powers and forces by speaking to them. I'm saying by speaking to them. They're coming up dumb. They're not. They don't have a rebuttal. They're losing their words, or they're being afraid to speak their words for fear of being caught up and condemned and judged. He said that he wanted us to come and he'll make us rulers with him. We'll be judges of the world. So we're the ones here to rid your judgment. I'm asking for y'all on August the 22nd, those who are local, to join me. And just by presenting your body, and sharing these broadcasts where we talk about, our, this is, I would say this is our fight for justice. We fighting for the name of Jesus, because Jesus means justice. Y'all need to see Jesus here, Jesus' power here. Well, this is that case. This is that breakthrough case. This is that fight. Victory is already ours, but it's going to require your faith, our collective faith. Get behind me as I stand, and not stand according to my way, my plan. It's a together we can plan. But Jah has the way. He is the truth that has at least set me free, setting me free. from the ignorance and the other demonic stupidity, all kind of demons that we have. I'm being honest, man. We got to face this shit. We got to confront this shit, and that's what this is about. Standing, confronting, and facing your demons. Take back what the cankerworm has stolen. They done stole my car, holding up for ransom. And they can have that. Cause he said he gonna replenish me, more, 7 times more. So y'all gonna, I'm gonna get. That's what I was saying. It's tearing these points because I was letting all the parties that deny me my rights, my divine human rights. See, there will be lawsuits coming after when I get my say. When I get really truly heard. Y'all not really hearing me right now. Y'all feel me, but I need to get my hearing. I need somebody to really open up their ears. And the word says, hearken. Hearken unto my voice. Hear Ken in my voice. I already told you who Ken is, because only in Ken can we win and will we win. Okay? I'm just saying, y'all gonna find it out, because I'm established. I can't help it. It's not my will to do other. I see what my role is, and I gotta play my role to the fullest. I seen Tim play his. He's still playing his. He's the present help. So they just let me know. They let me know, man, that they're not here to uphold they're not up here to uphold righteousness. So what we've been saying, and it's even a revelation to ourselves, So sometimes you can be speaking a thing and not have the fullness grasp of it yourself, but you speaking it out of a faith that it pan out to be exactly what you believe in your heart, because you don't know. Not for yourself. Someone else may know conclusively. But you yourself, until you experience, until you walk that way. There you go. I just heard Run DMC say, walk this way. So you got to walk this way. You got to talk this way. You got to do the things that me do. Period. Ain't no own way. We don't have our own way. That way is the way of Satan, and it gets you screwed over. It gets you fucked over. It gets you pushed around. You allow yourself to be a pushover. You allow yourself to be a pincushion. I'm speaking on all these identities, all of this, and those are identity crises. You are in a crisis, which speaks to the fact that Christ is in your crisis. Christ is. When you are brought to your lowest, that's when you're at the greatest opportunity to receive from the Most High. Why? Because you've been humbled. At least you should have. Your flesh has been humbled, but your mind has to come to that realization where two can walk together, so y'all can agree. Your brain and your heart, they got to be in harmony with one another. They can't be in odds, can't be in conflict with one another. You got to be fixed. You got to become certain, locked in. Laser beam focused. Something man, get over your shame and embarrassment. It's only for a moment. See, I know. I'm fighting. I have to remind myself not to take me back down. Yes, down, y'all. Down, 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 down. We want to be up. The joy of the Lord is our strength, man. I'm thankful, I'm so thankful. I got empowered. I got empowered because, the way that it played out, the judge, letting me know basically the same thing that the lawyer told me, that you either can take this, which they trying to. I'm not with the license and the insurance and the registration, because there's a knowledge that has come to me that it's not needful. It's not needful. When you determine, if you're not a Uber or driving for pay, where you take a fare, or you're transporting goods on an interstate level, then you're not driving. You're not a chauffeur. You're not driving. You are operating in your constitutional right to travel. You're traveling, and you're at liberty to travel without any encumbrances, without the states. The states. I'm in the state of Michigan. The state of Michigan is compelling me, trying to force me. It's trying to force me to turn, or I should say, to trade my God-given, inalienable right to travel, or to liberty. That's another word, liberty. They want me to trade it off for a privilege. A privilege. Now, a right and a privilege. Y'all need to know the distinction between a right. Don't a right sound stronger than a privilege? Driving is a privilege. And if it's a privilege, then it can be given. It can be that which can be given can be taken away. That's what I'm saying. And they take it away from you all. They suspend your licenses because they issued it. They say the license is there for the safe to see and to show competency. That's what one of the issues and arguments they was bringing to me, and I was like, I'm for the sake of argument, I understand what you are saying in that. I said, but I don't, and I'm putting this on the record. I don't agree, because the issue, we're not addressing the issue of my right to travel. You're trying to use language to get me to consent. So in other words, you're trying to get me, see, I'm learning as I speak, trying to get me to contract with you, to start to go into business with you. I don't do business. I can't do business with you. And this is just the relationship, and it's just the way it works. To do business with the state is going to make you a subject. You're going to be a subject. That means you're going to take on the language of an employee. So they become your employer, and you're not operating out of rights now. You're operating out of privileges, state privileges. You're still protected by the Constitution, but if you have surrendered, which is basically waived your constitutional rights to receive benefits from the state, the benefit of a license, that's a benefit. The benefit of insurance, that's a benefit. The benefit of being registered, that's a benefit, which by contractual agreement, whether you haven't been fully disclosed of all the terms of the agreement, that's where it's ab initio. I've learned ab initio means it's void on its face. That means you don't have to comply. But since we are ignorant, we don't know. I did not know they use their policy enforcers, the police. They're pirates. They gang. They're a gang. It's the blue gang. the boys in blue. And they're here to enforce, that's what they call it, police, which is short for policy. They're here to enforce the policies, the directives, the ordinance, the statutes, the state law. So they really, the state's quasi army. That's their army, and they're there to make sure they create revenue. So it's a money game, y'all. I was sitting there, I'm talking. I feel like Jesus, and I am. I'm about to turn over the money, or the money, the table. I'm turning over the table. I'm turning the table over. I'm flipping this. I'm flipping this shit because I see it's just you turning my Father's house, the house of justice. This is his name. The name Jesus, and Jesus said in return his Father's name. So justice is Jehovah, and the games are over. So we feeling a different type of way now. See, it's a new feeling here, and I feel like you turning my Father's house into a house of thieves, a den of thieves, and money exchangers. That's all I'm seeing here. And you robbing the people, and you robbing them blind. So I'm seeing the fulfillment of the word in my face, and I'm just so thankful that I can actually see. I see it by the way of the word of God. I'm not seeing it with the eyes of my flesh. I'm seeing it through the words of God. So I'm like, damn, God is really showing me this. God was there with me in the person, but his natural body had to be drawn away so that I could stand in his trust, as his trustee. I had to stand, so I had to come in my proper person. I had to come in I wish I could have taped it, man. I told them, I put it on the record that Chief Gabriel Good God is my spiritually awakened name, and that I'm a mouthpiece, wonderful counselor, advocate for Jehovah God Allah, who was, and I pointed back, but I looked back, he wasn't there. He was out. I thought he got back in by that time, but he wasn't there. So, but I know you seen who I was with, so you know who I was referring to, Mr. Judge people, all y'all know. So I ain't crazy. Y'all saw me with a body that came in here, huh? You seen my physical body there. Yeah, they saw his physical body. So but they respected. I mean, look, this is what we're about. Let me bring myself down, because I'm still my flesh is wound up. I'm seriously hyped off the energy because I think the power. Thank you. That ain't never happened. You trying to give me some driver's license now? Wait a minute. But you I know I would have had to pay for it. I know I would have, and we had the money. Yeah. The spirit let me know. I didn't know. I didn't know what. If I sold out, it had the money, but it told me, man. It warned me before I went in, man. Look, you understand? They're gonna keep on robbing. And I was what he told me. If I didn't, I'm thankful, but my heart was fixed anyway. But thankful, I'm just grateful that he's a rock and reminder that he making me stand on the rock that I felt like I was. He reminded me of that, and then he gave me allowed me to be a witness to watch others. That's just on repeat. And thanking them for getting hurt. Thanking them, bro. Old and young. And it didn't care. And this devil, I'm telling you, y'all, it ain't got nothing to do with color, yo. It ain't got nothing to do with race, yo. I want y'all to know that, man. I need y'all to, I really adopt that this is a spirit of evil, yo. It don't give a damn. It don't give a damn. And it's on both sides. The faces, the races, the ethnicities, whatever their stage identities is, they change on both sides. So it ain't just all white, it ain't just all black, it ain't just, do you understand what I'm saying, people? So I'm trying to get you all to see, in saying that, guess what I'm telling y'all? It's a we problem. It's a we problem. We got a problem with our goddamn selves. And because we
make it so bad though. You know, you gotta go to, you failed the test and driving, but they were ready to give you your driving license.
Bro,
all that. You see how they can do that?
They can do that. They like, man, what? My man said, bro, I'm seeing that. I'm telling you, this is the buy and sell off, man. This is how they were trying to get me to sell out, man. I didn't even. They tried to sell me out, bro. They all imps, bro. They all work. I'm telling you, y'all got a right to travel. Y'all need to study that shit. Look it up. You don't need a license if you're not driving for pay. You don't need to look. All this stuff make you pay. It's money out of yours. It's money. It's yours. That money is yours. It's not. The government. When you're a slave, you don't mind. You don't mind. No, because you are a slave. Yours. What's yours ain't yours. You already know in your flesh tell on you, man. I'm telling you, I'm witnessed it with my own eyes. I've been a participant. Oh, too willing participant. I'm just letting y'all know. The shit don't feel good though. But I'm just letting you know. But I'm so thankful that to have the experience and to have the knowing behind this experience, because a lot of y'all, I really see it. I see myself in y'all. Then you go gleefully to your death. You go willingly to your death. They're killing you. Sheep led to the slaughter, man. This is why I said it to y'all a bit earlier, and I said it to job, mama, because I was in the moment, and this is what I'm not having, I don't live a regular life, y'all. I'm seeing that. I don't see the regular. Yeah, I don't live y'all normal, natural life. Right. I hear and see differently. You got a normal life. Hey, I got a normal life. Right. I got to know. Y'all got the abnormal. Yeah, I got a normal life, man. Y'all got an abnormal life, man. That's why I can sick. Fucking over them, man. I was that way. They don't lie. You go to the courtroom, you got a dumb ear to somebody trying to help you. And let me tell them this. Just on that note. And they're not taking no chances. They're not taking. They give you one witness. Because they got to stick to the word of God. I see how they toe the line. They got to toe the line. Yeah. Dig this here. They cleared out the courtroom, people. When I announced my presence that I'm going to stand. I'm not going to go for the okey doke. First of all, don't you see it's gray? I'm old. I can't keep doing this shit. Getting older. That's right. Getting older. That's the proper. Thank you for the correction. Never old. Behold, I make all things but we're maturing. We're growing. Man, look. We seen it. And everything, I thought about this too, y'all. The way I learned this, and maybe some of y'all heard this, me push it out there though, why it just hit my head, why he just said the kangaroo thing, because it brought me to a knowledge, and I was looking at it, I was looking for it. I've always seen it, but I was looking for it on purpose, and I really understood what the fuck it meant. There is a Gulf-fringed flag. That means this is an Admiralty and Maritime court. This court actually has no jurisdiction to hear what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's what they basically saying. Basically, you just gonna have to go through the process then, because I'm too caught up in this shit, and I don't want to get my fucking with you. See, because I'm seeing that's why I'm taking this time. I'm making sure you know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah. But I'm seeing, nigga, you can go to the next motherfucking level, because I can't. He would have did good though, but he he sold out. He sold out, and he saw it with it. I think that I basically honestly say, because he was talking to me, man. He was willing to talk for me, but he was like, he got this one. I got this one last night. I would have sat and talked with you a little longer if I ain't got this nigga right here. But he's for your witness. He's our witness too that we did hear your ass this much. We did give you an opportunity, but y'all ain't. You protected it. Okay, let me adjust, because he gave me my right to my jury. So he protected my constitutional right. But I'm going to get all of them because he still knowingly, because I told him. I told him. It's on the record. I told him, y'all know that y'all can't punish me for me exercising my constitutional right to travel. And y'all already did. You to punish me as a crime, because the crime you took how can you take my car? What premise? How are you taking anybody's car? I'm really standing for this. So it's like I'm going to eventually get more back than what, because I'm going to sue all y'all. I'm going to be at liberty to sue y'all in your private capacity. So I'm letting y'all know, you want to favor me, because if you don't, you should be lifting me up. If you lift me up, I'll draw all men unto you. That then we'll send people righteously to you. You're there because you'll be doing justice. You're not doing justice. While you shaving the sheep, you eating them too. While you taking their fur, their fur, for value, you eating their flesh. You partaking of their flesh. That's what you're doing. Because you turned them into a livestock. I mean, this stuff is deep. Everything that you read on this stuff is an action. Don't think it's a joke. It's a real life scenario. It's played out in this. Look at it, court, like a tennis court. They playing with your life. You're gonna allow them to play with your life. I'm not gonna. I can't with conscience. The spirit's conscious in me said, nigga, you ain't folding shop this time. We did it 2 other times before. We got fearful. We did the Jonah. We ran away because we were running. This time we said we standing, man. And it wasn't it wasn't me. It still was the spirit that gave me the ability to stand. It was the spirit that gave me my words. I had words prepared. I had a few things in my hand to bring my thought back, but it was like, spirit was like, I got this one. Did you hear this motherfucker that told us? The lawyer, man. And he supposed to be your motherfucking defender. But see, they work for the state. So he ain't there for me. And he showed me all that phony shit. He showed me. He had to let me be known. Hey, man. He said it would be unethical to represent me. Oh, I'm looking for those words. Thank you, Spirit. This is so real. Gabriel Angel is speaking of God. Yeah, he said he. Okay. We thank you. Let's define it. That's. No. It wouldn't be right, bro.
It wouldn't be right. That's right.
That's what he's saying. It wouldn't be right. But we're gonna let's go with, because we need to get clarity, people. Hey, we ain't gonna.
It wouldn't be. What he say?
Unethical.
Unethical. Wow.
This nigga told me.
Word to tell somebody.
Mm-hmm. Man, bro. Woo! I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm spirit. He put that up there and it just triggered that thought. Like, that word, not morally correct.
It's all right. That's why I don't know what that was talking about.
So he says, unethical is to be not morally correct. Now, the word
not morally correct.
Moral, the similar words is immoral, unprincipled, unscrupulous. It would be dishonorable. It would be wrong.
Dishonorable.
Yeah.
Dishonorable. I tell you right there, I will lose my friends.
I thank you. Talking, you do understand what I'm saying?
I will lose my friends.
The friendship of this world. So now, thank you, Spirit, thank you. If you love the world, love this world more than God, then the love of the Father isn't in you, and we're seeing that. My love, His love, the spiritual love is not in you, man. Guess what? Another one. Dishonest. It would be dishonest of him. It would be deceitful of him. It would be disreputable of him. It would be unconscionable of him. It would be fraudulent of him. Really? Fraudulent to support the truth and uphold the Constitution? What up, though, Cardi? Do it, man. I'm dropping fire down on these ass. I'm having my day in court, bro, on the right to travel issue, man. I can't, man. You know. Man, we need to. I'm calling the news when I gotta go back to court. What is that? August the 22nd, man. 2 and 2 is 4. We're gonna establish the foundation of God, man. Real talk, man. I let them local jokers know, man, because them niggas done them damn pirates, them damn robbers, them damn gang members called the police, the policy enforcers of the corporation called the states. Yeah, we all on trial with God. That's right. God is the only true judge. And guess what? He empowered his servants to judge the world with him. So him using me. Yeah. Thank you. He gonna use in my body because I'm fighting, and I'm letting y'all know the constitutional right to travel. You don't need a license. You don't need to register. You don't need any insurance if you're not driving your car. See, no. Let me change that word up. If you're not traveling, because if you use the word drive is a commercial term. That's meaning if for you, some of you people that's multi-day, we're talking about Ubers. We're talking about, chauffeurs. Because that's what a license really is. It's a show. They give it a disguise like it ain't a chauffeur's license, but that's really what it is. It's a chauffeur's license. Because that's what they're saying you're all doing when y'all are driving their highways that you, the taxpayers, pay, that you have a constituted inalienable right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So you paid for those public roads. You should be able to travel them for your enjoyment and your business without invasion of your privacy from government encroachment. Man, I'm telling you, it's over in the name of Jehovah, God Allah, the prime creator of life and death. Jah here. And I've been letting y'all know. And I got to call us I got to call it. Jesus said he rode in on an ass. And we are that dumb ass that he's riding in on, man. We're that ass people, man, because we're being treated like an ass backwards people, man. Like we're not using our head because we're ass. We're buttholes. We're full of shit. Do you see how God is metaphorically expressing himself using that ass? I'm just saying, man. Full of shit, man. We full of the shit of this world. That's the shit he trying to get rid of you. We're bagging up, bro. Constipated. Constipated. Contaminated. You're so constipated that your insides is getting contaminated by your waste. Look at that. Your waste of time. Because you're wasting time. That's what you're wasting. You're wasting time. You're not moving. He said, be ye not just hearers of his word, but be ye doers. We got to be about the action of seeking and securing our own right to life, liberty, and the pursuit